Imagine a world where no one feels the need to argue. No one tries to impose their opinions on others. There are no pointless debates, no harsh criticisms, and no desperate attempts to win verbal battles. That world may seem unfamiliar to us because, in reality, people seem to be constantly caught in the cycle of arguments and conflicts. But have you ever asked yourself, does arguing really prove your intelligence and strength? Or is it just a sign of a deeper insecurity hidden within? Today we will explore the ideas of Friedrich Nietzsche, one of the most influential philosophers of all time, to understand why, in his eyes, arguing is not a sign of strength, but rather a symptom of dependence and weakness. Why do you argue? Think back to the last time you argued with someone. Did you feel the need to prove that you were right? Or did you feel frustrated when someone disagreed with you? We often believe that arguing is a way to defend our opinions, assert our intelligence, or bring about justice. But the reality is different. Nietzsche believed that those who argue frequently do so not because they have unwavering beliefs, but because they seek validation from others. They are not truly confident in their views. They want external agreement to feel secure. A truly strong person does not need that. They are not disturbed by disagreement. You can see this clearly when observing great leaders. They do not waste time arguing with their critics. Instead, they act. They understand that true value does not come from meaningless debates, but from what they accomplish. Übermensch, the strong do not argue. Nietzsche introduced an important concept, Übermensch, the overman or superman. This is the ideal of a strong, independent person who does not need validation from anyone. An Übermensch does not engage in pointless arguments because they do not need to. They do not let their emotions be controlled by other people's words. Imagine standing in the middle of a heated debate. People are yelling, criticizing, trying to prove they are right. But you stand there calm, unaffected, feeling no urge to participate in that confrontation. You know your worth, and you do not need anyone to confirm it for you. That is true strength. The ones who argue the most are often the ones who feel the most insecure. They need to win arguments to feel valuable. But an Übermensch does not need that they know their worth, even when no one else acknowledges it. Reactive thinking, a sign of weakness. Nietzsche described people who constantly argue and oppose others as being trapped in resentment, a state of bitterness and reactive negativity. These individuals do not define themselves by their inner values. They exist only to oppose what they hate. They have no direction of their own, no grand purpose. They simply react to the world around them. Have you ever met people who are always angry at society but do nothing to change it? Constantly complain about politics but never take real action. Argue about morality but do not actually live by their own standards. They are not in control of their lives. They are being controlled by the world. An Übermensch never falls into this trap. They do not live just to react to others. They create their own path. How to become an Übermensch? If you want to be truly strong, you must learn to let go of the need to argue. That does not mean you should stay silent on important matters, but it does mean that you do not need to win every confrontation. 3 principles to becoming an Übermensch. 1. Focus on actions, not words. Instead of trying to convince others that you are right, live the right way and let your results speak for themselves. 2. Control your emotions. If someone insults you, you might feel anger. But if you are truly strong, you will not let it affect you. Remember, silence is your most powerful weapon. 3. Stop reacting, start creating. Do not waste time on meaningless arguments. Focus on building something valuable. When you are busy with a greater purpose, you will have no time for petty debates. Which life will you choose? Now ask yourself, do you want to live like an Übermensch, free, strong and unaffected by others' emotions? Or do you want to spend your life arguing, seeking validation from others? The choice is yours. If you truly want to be strong, remember this. Strength does not come from proving you are right. It comes from not needing to prove anything at all. Focus on action. Control your emotions. Live a life worth living. And when you do that, you will never feel the need to argue again. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.